Hello everyone, it's Amikuti and I'm here with the latest MedLab scientist, Mazi Chimo, popularly known as, I think it's Mazi's Chimo. So, sir, can you please introduce yourself?
Um, for official basics, my name is Scientist Chimo Prince, but popularly I'm known as Mazi Chimo. Maybe if there's any other extra information you want, maybe I can call my mat number.
Okay, that's fine. Your introduction is okay, but you are one of the persons I met in school as a result of school politics and all of that. So, I would like you to highlight some of the profile you had in school.
Anyway, they are, let me say they are numerous. I
Okay.
don't know how to put it down, but let me just say in my 100 level, I was not.
Okay.
I used it as a period to actually learn, which I learned from you when you were also contesting. I don't know if you can recall. I can call names and names of people who I served when I was 100 level. Then, in my 100 level, I contested for Universal Representative Council. That should be for the 19/20 section. And because I got admission in 2018/2019. So, I don't think in the history of NRC, that's what we call it, NRC, if there has been anybody who has had the highest votes.
Think you had.
Yes, I had the highest vote, and I'm not sure if there's anybody in the department that has put that numbers in. And I think my friend Ebelu Pucci, Adele Sobina, and also was here, the one we know as Kosi SG. The four of us represented the class, that is in the departmental level. Then in my 300 level, I moved and I went to as the departmental librarian, that's the Nelson librarian, and I went on opposed anyway, and got carefully, hopefully, and gave me it okay. Then I became the librarian. I went on opposed. Then after that, I contested for the Universal Secretary General. And to be sincere with you, that was when I knew how to contest. That's what about it. My own friend and brother, Comrade Akobonu, the one we popularly know as Comrade Ako, he went door to door with me. God willing, it came out successful. Then after that, there were also appointments upon appointments upon appointments upon appointments. Though I refused collecting appointments when it comes to Abia State University because I was solely my mind was never divided. I wanted to make sure that the department would be that's for Abia State University. Then I was an aspirant for the presidential race, and God willing, my friend came out. My friend and my brother was also Solomon came out and the winner, and I think he defeated me with. I'm not really sure. I can't really get the panel. Then he defeated me and he became the president. And my own personal boss, Ogadima Febo, now decided not to stop there with your own help as well, because you are the one that made the recommendation to him. And I was appointed several positions. I think I was with 4 appointments in NANS then. I think yes, communicate, chairman communicate review, and I was for some positions because of I will not some positions that I will not even talk about because I knew that I tried to excel in those positions, but I think it was 4 positions before I now had to contest in NANS proper. I went for NANS JCC Director of Welfare, and that was the position I held till I signed out. So for now, there are many positions, but these are the ones now that I can say, and these are the ones that they are track records, and I think I have certificate of return in all of them. I think.
Okay. So why do you think you lost the election? I think that's like the first time you lost.
Yes. In my lifetime, I contested for 28 positions, and I think 29 positions. 29, yes. And that was the first one I lost. Though we don't know it all, that's the truth about it. But I feel that what made me not to win that position was not not trying to come out to clarify some things because in that time there was this scandalous, politics and his propaganda and everything inside it. Um, it was said that one of the my that's my that my brother, my friend Muslim Solomon, he donated that should be light, this LED light in the department. So
Mm,
and if people can also retrace, um, the I was not in school that period.
mm,
I was in an absolute that's teaching hospital. We have an extension in Aba,
mm,
so I went there. I left school that day, and
mm.
the next day I was hearing that someone stole it. It's not even stole. Somebody brought down the light,
And it's
broke
still the light.
it.
Yeah, something
Yes,
like that.
someone broke it, smashed it, and then
Mm,
kept it. So the words on the street was that I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it, I did it. So I was feeling that one thing with me is that I have a tough skin to propaganda.
mm,
Once I didn't do it, I feel that there will not be any use to come and clarify myself. So it was saying that I am this, I'm that, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm that. So there was no proper clarification.
mm.
You understand? So that's what happened anyway.
I feel like maybe some of the reason why you lost has been mentioned earlier in this video when you said you you became the house member from 100 level and nobody have put that number of vote. So for me, I felt like with what you are saying now, it all boils down to you feeling there's this sort of confidence that you had that you must win. So you just have
Mm,
that's why you just slept on the propaganda. You don't
the
care to you forget that politics is a game of show. You must show up every day, you must come and see,
there's something
clarify
I
things.
know. There's something I know in absolute polity. In absolute polity, let me put it that way. I don't know if you can recall because you also did I know we call it side hustle apps.
Mm,
Not that we gain money from it anyway,
mm,
but we just like the same way people have recreational arts and that's the way we engage in politics. I feel that there are patterns, there are patterns of system or patterns or system of politics or leadership change in other state university.
mm,
And I think was from that my election, there was a new system introduced.
mm,
And if you check it out, that was when people whose name are loud began to lose election, to be
mm,
sincere with you. And I can recall um, Victor Toxet lost election that year,
mm,
who again, so many prominent persons that you will say, you understand.
mm.
It was looking as if that the student community has been tired of the regular names.
And they
So,
know.
so I'm not saying I'm confident. Everybody who knows me knows that I will actually go for what I believe in. I will press it down to the end. But I feel that was what happened. But
Okay.
also this, oh, glory to God. He
Okay.
came out victorious.
That being said, how can you, in a nutshell, how can you describe your stay in school? Talk about your department and all the blah 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 they used to hear about
Okay,
then now.
when I came into my department, what is our department? Our department is just like a cult. I don't know. I don't know. Let me just see it's like a cult. I don't know of other departments, but I will say for my own department because of um, my own department. When you mention medical laboratory science, there is one thing that will come into your mind.
Mm,
They know how to take power.
mm,
And if you see us march to take power
mm,
in the history of other state universities, I'm not sure if there's any department who has handled SUG more than us.
mm,
I'm not sure. Um, down from Remigius, Chukwunyere, the likes of Franco Ben, many persons down to John Wakama, Caleb Singh,
mm,
now Akole, Ibekwe Prosper Castro, down to the faculty level and to these new ones now, Okora for real and the rest.
mm,
One thing that comes to your mind is that we have individual capacity, men who can, men who know where they decide things.
mm,
You understand? You might not even be in SUG, but you know your whereabouts in school.
mm,
That's it. When I came to school, I first met let me say my political mentor, though I didn't have that close proximity with him, but I'm somebody that always watch from afar. Okorafu Anthony Alex. He will always tell us that this is what we do in medical laboratory science. And to be sincere with you, you see people participate in sports fully, people participate in politics, people participate in business, carrying all these things. I'm just trying to use myself as an example. I carried all these things, but yet I never slacked in academically. Even in the final lap when it was looking as if the team was all shaky, but I thank God that He also made a way for me. But when it comes to our department, it is full of, oh God, different states, different breed of human beings. In fact, that is the one of the most complete entertainment. We are there, sports we are there, politics we are there, business wise we are there. In fact, even in school self, I don't know, we have more of the TikTokers there. You understand? Influencers, punk design, you hear about Tobe, you hear about Adele Sobena. These are individual persons. I've not even tried to go down the road because of I don't know most of them now. But I think that's one of the most complete departments that we can have.
Okay. There is a popular saying with my department when people graduate, they will be like, even my enemy, I will not advise them to do optometry. People used to say it. So is it the same with your department? Will you advise your people to come and do med lab? Is a good cause.
For me,
Mm,
I will tell you the honest truth. Anything that has to do with medical school, is not easy.
if you're not mentally strong.
If you're not mentally, but that's the truth. Check every way. If you're not mentally strong, you don't need to go for it. And even in my induction day, I don't know. On my induction day, I was saying, if you see any question, they swear oath, fear them. And you see people raise up their hands, so help me God. It's not an easy something. They tell you the amount of energy that has been put in reading, going for night classes, trying to. Ah, it has not been easy. But what I will say is that there is no course. Every department, every discipline in Abia State University or in the world at large has its own unique way. And I still believe that when our certificate will be awarded, or those of us who have collected their certificates, you will see that it's not only in academics that you need to excel, you need to excel in character as well.
Yes.
Now, what medical laboratory science will help you do, like my one of our best lecturers will always say, Sarams will always say, that the department is there to shaping you, not just to shaping you academically, is to also shaping you in character wise, to know how to carry
Deal with
out your
people.
daily life and everything. Is that you need to understand that even the department, even studying alone is not enough. That is where that character now comes in. But you see, I will advise you coming to medical laboratory science.
Mm,
That's one of the best. In fact, that's the best department that you can ever have. We are just like a family. As I say that we are like a cult. We are like a family there. Unless there was no passion or you opted in for another department that they gave you to another, or your papa get money too much. You know, say get people when their papa they get money and everything, or people that take these things as side hustle. But I'm telling you that medical laboratory science is not a scam in action.
okay. There are people that are of the opinion that med lab scientists should be addressed as doctors. What's your take on that?
Um, I think that's one of the most controversial statements I've heard, and I want to also officially address this issue that no department is more spectacular than any other one. I've seen some persons, I will not mention departments, a lot of obvious if I'm trying to demarcate a department. I've seen several departments fighting because of
Over superiority.
maybe why people using certain school for your induction, all those
You
type of
know,
things. There is no peculiarity in any this thing. You just try to be the best, just try to be the most excellent one.
well,
In
what's
my
your
in my
opinion?
level, at least we saw what happened. We have four specialties in medical laboratory science. Three persons came out first class.
That's good.
Different specialties. In my own specialty, hematology, I believe that there are more than three persons that came out this thing. And I don't know if it's the peculiarity in my own state, but I'm just trying to tell you that it's not about this thing they say doctor, this thing they say scientist, but in the normal curriculum, Abia State University curriculum, or in the, even in Nigerian curriculum, even in the world at large, a medical laboratory scientist, he should not be called a doctor.
Mm.
That's the truth about it.
Okay.
Unless I'm gonna be hearing rumors are flying around that they want to have MLS. That's as a doc, let me say MLS, doctor in MLS. This thing, unless they want to do it. But for now,
You don't think?
I don't think that the world system says that once you graduate, you should be a scientist. Nothing more, nothing less.
Okay, I want to ask you again now about apart from optometrists, every other medical discipline they don't still value optometrists as doctors as much. Especially if you go close to somebody that did MBBS medicine, like they will say optometrists are not supposed to address as doctors. What's your take on that? Because that's, I think you made mention of one thing, that this superiority fight. I think that's one of the reasons why we have synergy with people like nursing. Optometry can relate well with a nursing student, med lab student, but you see medicine students, I don't know, they did their induction earlier this month, Abi.
Yeah.
And I noticed that that set was my set, the people that bear 2016 slash.
Yeah.
And I was looking at it, I noticed that there's only one person that I know.
Okay.
Like, but they were my set. There were people that we had classes together, but you know, when you come to class, you see somebody that is doing medicine. There is always this unapproachable marks that they are wearing. Like, you wouldn't want to embarrass yourself. So,
What I won't want to do is to degrade any discipline, as I said before, and I'm not here to discuss a department. You understand? I'm here to discuss things at large. But when it comes to that, my younger brother, Obi Madam, popularly known as Big Dan, he's, let me say, he's in final year, 600 level up to that. And the other one is our youngest brother. He's in 500 level nursing. Now you see that my dad knew the peculiarity in medical school, and he decided to share us across. You understand? Hopefully, maybe the youngest one that just wrote WAEC maybe might be a doctor, or I don't know. The truth about it is that optometrists, they have their own peculiarity to an extent, and I knew that one of the fights that Profi Kunle of our former vice chancellor fought was to make sure that optometry enlarge, not APSU alone now, Nigeria becomes an independent body. And to be sincere with you, we cannot just sideline it. And I feel this thing called MBBS, to an extent, I stand to be corrected anyway, is like a compendium of many things, but in one. You have a knowledge in this, 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 knowledge in this. Now, for example, I'm a medical laboratory scientist. I just received my license. That's on Friday. Now, if you ask me, do I know it all in medical laboratory science? I don't know it all. But I did hematology specialist. Now, believe you me that there is somebody, a medical doctor, also had maybe a pinch of hematology as well. You understand? But didn't specialize in hematology very well. Now, bring it down to the outside world. Nobody knows it all. I have seen my own HOD, that's former HOD, Dr. Osi Okamba. I've seen many medical doctors call him to consult him on maybe a blood work or a complication, even on an operating table. The truth about it is that optometrists are unique in their own way. This my eye. Let me say, okay, let me with faith. I had the deficiency in my eye. Anytime I meet my brother will see. Even my brother took a heavy chunk of money from me to treat my eye. Now imagine that I don't have any brother there. And the general language is that they just issue out glasses and all those type of things is a very big lie.
mm,
Is a very big lie. But I think there is somebody in this graduating class that clarified this issue about this MBBS of 18.
mm,
Dr. Oboneya Matthew,
mm.
my very good friend, he will always tell me that there's no department that is peculiar. Just try to be your best in any field
Mm,
you are in. So optometrists, they are very, very wonderful persons.
mm.
And I would say if they have rubbed it to your face, don't mind them. Don't mind them. Continue putting the large work you do,
uh,
continue saving the
the eye.
society and at large. That's all I have to say.
All right. Thank you very much. Another aspect I would like you to dive into is the one I posted on my status earlier today, and I see um one of the things I rooted for in school is that the one of the reasons, because I was thinking about it this morning, I felt like the bad people that we feel like these people are not supposed to lead us,
Mm,
but they are leading us. Like they have this saying that say the worst of us are leading us.
mm,
So it's just because the best of us are not really interested. They
mm,
just feel like politics is not our thing. We're just here to survive. Make I do my thing.
mm,
So that gave the worst of us the edge to occupy positions, and they most of the times know how to hold on to it.
mm.
They know when we talk about Nigeria to the 2027 election, I must tell you that the current government has planned their way more than the opposition. That's why we are still having coalition meeting, coalition. But the 20, according to the current government, they have already planned what is going to happen in 2027. But now we are preparing to have a coalition. So these are the things that bother me. And when I go around, I do politics. When I was doing politics, because me, I don't like politics. Nobody in my family. But I just came to school and I found out that the worst of us are doing politics. And when you check it out, you find out that these people lost this ambition even when you were writing posts. When you had different
Yes, that's
mindset, when you have different things bothering you, you are just praying, God, give me admission in this department. Somebody have already prepared his way of becoming the next course rep. And from becoming the next course
very
rep is
true.
going to be the departmental. Somebody right now that just wrote jam
Jam, yeah, very true.
is preparing to be the next president in your department in the next 5 years. And now some other persons are just praying, God, give me admission. So you find out that these people I just noticed that they are overly prepared more than by the time you start working.
You see things begin to.
Yeah, you don't understand that these people have gone far. They are far away. There's always disadvantage with somebody that is
Mm,
prepared anywhere in anything that you're doing, whether he's good or at it or bad, but he's prepared. His target is he wants to be. That's why you see people say it's my turn,
mm.
and it's truly their turn because they are prepared. They are 20 years ago planning for this thing, and you're just waking up. You want to snatch the mandate. They're just looking at you. You don't know how far I've gone. They will look at you and smile.
Okay,
So
let me actually come into that.
mm,
I don't know if you actually want me to discuss about absolute politics or should I talk
general,
about the coalition
general,
generally?
general.
Now, number one is that if you check out our induction brochure, if you check my hobby, I said leadership.
Mm,
Let us try to understand that there's a very big difference between politics and leadership.
mm,
I feel that people should actually know that.
mm.
But I feel that you must be a politician for you
For you
to
to
be
be
a
a
leader.
leader. Yeah.
What's on the streets during that 2023 election is that Peter is the leader to take Nigeria to where it's going, but not the politician. And if you try to connote the whole thing, I will tell you that no president or cause rep entered any position by chance.
They are prepared.
Look at Donald Trump.
Mm-hmm.
Look at other. There is no. I will tell my friends this thing. Check the schools they went to. Check the books they read. Check the films they watched. They
Their
saw.
cycle. People they
Check
follow.
their cycle. Check their statements. Check what they do. Their life revolves around what they want to become. And this boils down to the mind. And I would say one of the problems Nigeria had in 2023 is that we had more of political analysts, more of pundits. Even till now, it still happen. That is the mistake that is happening.
People that talk.
People that talk
That,
more than the way they act. And in Abia State University, I've been among persons that took power. Let me say took power.
mm,
My junior colleague and my brother, Okeze Almond.
mm,
Me, I can call names and names and names people or who participated in our own camp because it was from our department. I merged my strength as an individual. I merged my strength with the current president, that was on Solomon, to
mm,
make sure. In fact, the slogan was "Bring it home."
mm,
It was "Bring it home" before people like Gunnar Brasi Kinkehi, people like Carlo Victor. I cannot recall all the names. If I don't mention your name, don't feel that you are not important in the ways. But
sure.
I believe that there is one attribute in taking power.
Mm,
Now, first of all, what you're doing is it gained around the people's interest.
mm,
But there's a popular quote. I put it out on my X, that's my Twitter, that says a friend in power is a lost friend. One of the problems in Nigeria is that we feel so entitled.
mm,
Now bring it down. Where did the genesis of this Tinubu-led government start from? From Erufai.
mm,
Erufai said that he will not participate in politics, and they brought him back and used him. The people that we call our leaders, they all have selfish interests.
mhm,
Let us say the truth. In the coalition, who is leading the coalition? Me. I'm of the support of I'm in support of P2B. That's the truth about it. It's very, very obvious.
mhm,
Unless my mind, because this is my choice.
mhm,
This is a democratic, and we are not in North Korea.
mhm,
That you will force me to support somebody who I don't want to support.
mhm,
I'm in support of P2P. But now the problem is the people around the circle.
mm,
What is it? What is the interest? Amechi of River State, what is his interest? Atiku, what is his interest? Erufai, what is his interest? Ariboshola, what is his interest? I can go on and go on and go on and go on. Now, when it's come down to that APC, now the APC government, now everybody the campaign. What is the major interest? And even in that APC, I don't know if you saw what happened yesterday or 2 days ago. The
mm.
vice
Vice
president
President.
coming out. The problem is, what is the problem? We the masses are seeing it another way. And there's one thing we know about our president,
Mm,
um, Bola Ahmed Tinubu,
mm,
Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. He loves seeing he loves seeing us confused.
yes.
He loves, like, let me say, they say he's a master planner, he's a
Mm,
master strategist. And to an extent, we also fall into his game. We
yes.
also fall into his trap.
Mm,
Now, if you can recall, he made some appointments. When I saw that appointment, I said, 2027 will be very good. Now, don't forget, who is the INEC chairman?
it's still the same man.
Now, the current government is more interested in winning the election than
Than governing.
governance.
I swear.
Now, if you watch, Nigeria is a state of where anybody can monopolize anything. You can monopolize power, you can monopolize the oil sector, you can monopolize as common as sugar.
Mm,
Now, what is the rift between Dangote and NNPC? What is the rift between Dangote and the current presidency? You see, it's clash of monopoly.
yes.
Nobody is doing it for the interest
Because
of
of
the
the
masses.
masses.
That's the most important thing. That's the problem.
Mm,
Nobody is doing it now. Down to Abia State, our governor
mm,
is really working. I must attest to that. He's really working. Now the problem that people jumping ship. They are the ones always spoiling this whole thing.
yes.
Now when you jump and jump and jump. Now, for example, now I'm a Labour Party member
Mm,
since 2023. I'm a Labour Party member at Abia State, for example. Now it now happens that somebody now jumped in because of this 2027. Now, if you want to give party tickets, are you going to give this person party ticket because of this person is more influential than me? But is you should
yeah.
be first come, first
First
serve.
serve.
And number one thing that the constitution states that everybody has the right to vote and
Or
to
to
be
be
voted
voted
for.
for. Mm,
Now that is the problem. The country is running heter, and you see our former president Jonathan will also come out and say the role that the US played and everything. The thing is, who has the best interest of
The
the
masses.
masses at hand, the person should lead the coalition.
And what is the possibility of this person that you think, according to you, you just said Peter Obi, what is the possibility of picking the ticket? Because it's sounding like his mind is made up. If you watch his campaign yesterday, I believe before yesterday in Anambra State, he said, as for today, we are in Labour Party. That's why we are supporting our Labour Party governorship candidate in Anambra State. Then for 2027, that we will be in coalition in ADC for 2027. I don't know what is giving him that mind, because these people, there is the way they are playing. I don't. For me, for the fact that you said our president is always happy seeing us in confusion,
Yeah.
and then up to now you cannot decipher how he became the president in 2023. What is making you think that you predict how he's going to become the president in 2027? Like, we have no, 2023 is gone, but we don't really understand what happened.
Now,
Like,
the truth about it is,
situations like him falling down, him speaking like he's not coordinated enough, are they still part of the strategy?
number one, I have two things to say about this. Number one, I feel that the arrangement, the agreement, forget this, what they display in camera. The best part of our lives are not always on camera. Forget what they display on camera. Forget what they display with the microphone. I feel that the agreement has not been concrete. You want to, they want to take power from the current government. It must be through coalition. It is an established fact. Now, inside that coalition, who represents? I think that the South should also be represented. Now,
who is the best man for the South?
Now, the best man for the South, unless it wants to be micro managed, let's say the Southeast. There are two zones that have not tested presidents. That is number one, the Southeast and the Northeast. And that is why I feel that our Oga, let me put it like that, our Oga, okay, he has been stripped of Waziri, our Alhaji Atiku. I feel that that is why he has been saying power should go to the north, power should go to the north, because the northeast has not been listening. They wanted to try it under Lawan. I think that's where the whole rift of Odjus or Carlos started from and everything. I feel. The truth about it is that to take power from these people, it must be through coalition. And I think that based on track record, there are two persons who I feel that should come out from the south. We can talk about P2B. For me, I say that P2B should be the main person who should go for it, because of he has a track record
and the preparation
the
too.
preparation there.
At least 2023 will be.
2027, yes. 2023, he really tried.
And like the experience from 2023,
yes,
is going to help.
yes. I feel the another person is Amechi. One thing is with Barrister Amechi is that Amechi is more of an action man, just like Wiki. They do the dirty work. I don't feel that his hands are so clean to become Nigerian president. When I mean clean, I don't mean like he
But the people that have become the president, are they so clean?
I don't know.
So maybe he's the right man too.
I don't know, but when it comes to capacity wise, I feel that it should be P2B and Abichi. But I'm hearing that David Mark also wants to pick a ticket. People in Dugara, I don't even know where Yakubu Dugara is. I don't know if it's APC. I don't know if it's PDP. I don't know if it's.
They have picked a chairman already. Have you?
Yes,
and the chairman is from the
David
north.
David Mark.
That means the presidency is obviously coming to the south. With what it should be.
David Mark is not from the north. He's from the middle belt.
I think he's classified as north.
Let's say also not. Let's say from the middle belt.
So if he's from the north, if the north is taking the chairman, I think the south. That was the problem that happened in PDP the last time. So
yes, Ayu. Wike was saying Ayu must go. Ayu must go. Yeah, it's true.
So the south.
The truth about it is that the ruling party, they are using power to
suppress
everybody. Now, if you watch yesterday, a picture surfaced online where Julius Aburi, that's Labour Party national chairman, let's say the court, he's the court chairman. or will I say he's the chairman? I don't even know what is happening in Labour Party again. But anyhow it goes, let's see how the fight goes down. He was spotted with Wike. Now a party national chairman spotted with a PDP camouflaged APC man. No, like what do you think? It shows that our democracy. But I don't know. For me, the 2027 election is not even the problem. The result is not even the problem, and the coalition is not the problem. We fail to understand that there should be a electoral reform so that what happened last time will not happen again. What happened to our IRF? Why is it that we were seeing primary school scripts in the election IRF portal and nobody is talking about it? I was hearing that the main genesis of Natasha's problem was electoral reform, and you know how she won the election was electoral reform. Let us all, let me not say, if I say come out, it will look as if that I'm engineering a protest. I believe in unity, and I believe that our lives is not what more than anything that we are going to fight for. I just pray that everybody in mass will actually use the social media very well, not just to rant, not just to analyze, not just to be a pundit and be talking anyhow just because of followers and anything. Let us ask for electoral reform. Who is in the Senate Committee of Electoral Reform? Who is the chairman? Why is it that we have not, is over 2 years plus, no electoral reform, nothing, and we are comfortable? That is very bad.
Okay, we've talked about the problem, and now it's like we're arriving towards the solution because you are making mention of this electoral reform as one of the solution to have a at least credible election. If you lose, you'll be comfortable that you lost. Like it was a fair. You just know that the people did not vote for you.
Something happened in South Africa. The current president Cyril Ramaphosa and Julius Malema. After contesting, Ramaphosa won. We all supported me. I supported Julius Malema because he's very vocal and everything. And all of a sudden, Julius Malema was asked a question: was the election free and fair? To be sincere with me, opposition, he said, in South Africa we don't rig elections.
That's very interesting.
I mean, South Africa, we don't rig elections. See what happened in Ghana, where the president served one term, left, came back. It is almost rare in Nigeria. Let me say, the only person who has lost power as a president in his first term was Goodluck Jonathan, and which this man has always cited and said, nobody's life is more important than my ambition. How many leaders that can do that? There are few. When I mean there are few, the few are like 1, 2, or even 3. That's the truth about it.
Okay, you see, most of these things I'm interested in these things, in this topic, because I think that was the reason. If you met me in school, if we met as a result of politics, that's one thing I always tell you: I don't like politics. My reason here is that let us have a system, a working system, so that you people that like politics, that want to do it outside here, will know that it is possible here. Because most of these people that you see, that is looking like the problem we have today, they started here. And what they feel like is working is what they are still practicing up there. Everything you are seeing up there is still happening in. That's why I'm still very much scared of giving young people power. Because the same thing that is happening on top is still happening in our local politics in school. The same way.
I even said something one day. My friend asked me, where did the corruption start? I asked him that corruption started in our family. It started in our family. Now, for example, I'm the first son of my father. And once they begin to share food, I always demand a higher portion. Everybody knows me, I don't eat much. Then my younger brother, that one, his mouth is freezer. The youngest one, his mouth is cooler. Then my sister, that one, his mouth is I don't even let me see. Okay, her mouth is what
Tamaku.
is microwave.
Okay.
Everything can enter and they can finish any amount of food.
Mm.
Now imagine me. Bring it down to Nigerian system. Guy, these people has it. Oh God, Wike started as as honorary councillor,
Mm-hmm. Chairman also.
chairman. There are many persons who cannot defend their money.
Yes.
How they got their money? I put up a statement in this thing where that saga between Burna Boy and the lady about the Lambo and everything. We Nigeria, we are more result oriented
Process.
than process. Now, my younger
Very
brother
true.
makes money. All of a sudden, he now becomes my parents' favorite. I'm not trying to say that's what happens in my family,
But it
but it
happens.
happens.
It happens.
So corruption starts from the family, go,
Down to the society.
down to the society. Now, I'm not saying that our fathers should not have a greater portion. No, but you will see that our fathers demand higher portion of needs. There's something my father will always do. They cook the one with sweet. They cook the one with no sweet. Everybody they chop am.
Yes.
Everybody eats it.
Mm-hmm.
Because there are some parents that even have their own personal provision.
Mm.
I'm not trying to say that it's not good. You can have your own private space, but
There are I don't know how to put it for lack of words. I would say there are marks, these kind of things.
it gives us this
Impression.
in our hearts.
Mm.
We hear that oh God, you
Maybe because I'm
the next set of generation of politicians, maybe God willing,
our age mates.
our age mates, God, they will drain Nigeria to the ground. I know what I'm saying. Because as ordinary SUG president,
Departmental
as
press.
ordinary cost rep, I mean cost rep,
Mm-hmm.
ordinary cost rep. So, and it's alarming because these things demarcate the country. Now check it. US, they are much deportees of Nigerians from US. Ordinary Dubai, I mean ordinary Dubai, even Ghana is even deporting Nigerians.
Mm-hmm.
It brings bad name.
Mm-hmm.
Bad name. So I don't know how we are going to do it. I feel that we should first target the family
Again, the
before
fun.
we talk about national level.
Mm. It's very, very important. Okay, it's good to have this conversation with you. It's been 40 minutes plus talking with you, and I must say, anybody that watches this video up to this moment must have learned a lot. So, the solution to our problem in our society boils down to our family. And from our family, move it out to the society, move it out to our schools, our local schools. How did you handle any position that you have? How do you handle the power that you held? Like everybody, I feel like everybody is a leader in their capacity. So what did you do with it? That's why I keep moving to people, I keep talking to people because most of us growing up, we just know that the solution to our problem now in Nigeria is study, get to a certain level, travel out. That's the escape route we have now. So some of us that no, some of us now that don't really fancy this travel out. We want to stay here and we want to have a better Nigeria for our children. We don't want our children to ask us what were we doing when other people were traveling. We want to have a better society, and I feel like it still boils down to us. If we have good leaders that provide these basic amenities that make people to travel, people will stay. A lot of us will enjoy the what we have in our country because our country is blessed. So this is what we are advocating for. That this is what we are preaching. So make a good society act of where you are. Represent that good leader that you want before we start any other thing that we're talking about. And then you made mention of Ox advocating for electoral reform.
Yes.
It's a very nice one.
That's the first thing we need to do before we enter. If not, what happened in 2023
Because as we are also fighting for as we're also dealing with the corruption from our family. I remember Peter P saying that if the person at the top is not stealing, his wife is not stealing, his family is not stealing,
nobody will steal.
corruption will be reduced by 50%.
Yeah.
So let us work towards having a better leader because I must tell you, as we are advocating for the for a better leadership, most of us don't really know what it entails. It entails that some of the things that are favoring you will not favor you anymore because when things are done the right way.
Let me say, sorry, I saw something online,
Mhm.
and let me just paraphrase. It is not corruption if, if we are involved.
I say if you are benefiting,
It's not corruption. It's God, if your religious
it's,
is
it's
God
grace.
grace. If you're not religious, you say it's luck
It's luck.
or
You're
you're
smart.
being smart. But come on, that's very, very bad. I'm not trying to tell you I'm the best of saints to be sincere with you. I'm not trying to tell you I'm the best of saints.
We don't need to. You don't need to be a saint to be a good leader.
One of the reasons why people keep supporting Peter is that there is a proper track
Record.
of everything he has done.
Mm.
And he will always say, go and verify.
Go and verify.
That's the truth about it.
So we too that were on camera, go and verify us.
If you verify me, you will get a lot of dirty things. That's the truth about it. I'm trying to tell you that I'm not the best of saints, but I'm trying to tell you that there are big improvements both in character and otherwise.
Anything that you're going to see with me is not, it's not about politics, it's not about leadership. My track record is much clean.
So when it comes to leadership,
It's very clean.
God willing, it is very clean. I don't contest based on any contest. I always contest like the works are there in my life. There are many persons who come to some persons and their savior, to some persons and their friends, to some persons and thief, to some persons and sin. And as I said earlier, one thing with me is that once I'm sure I didn't do something to clarify those things always becomes a problem for me because I feel that I don't owe any explanation since I do it and it's it's damaged several images and thereabouts and sometimes it is I heard it's okay watch and see if you see it. You understand? So that's the truth about it.
So there is other thing I used to say. I used to tell people that student politics or student association, from the little knowledge I have, I feel should be a mediator between the school authority and the
So yeah,
students.
they serve as a bridge between the students.
So if the student, and for the fact that you're a student, it is tinted more towards the student, to the favor of the student. But so many of us during that process, because that's why I still say it and I say go and verify it too. I've never met any lecturer to make me become. I just meet lecturers to say, look at what the system want to do. I want it to be free and fair. With your capacity as the lecturer, help me have it free and fair. If I lose, I'll honorably
To be sincere with you, if I put
the petition, the petitions, the screening, all those things.
If I put mouth in this matter,
We will not go.
we will not go. That's truth about. And another thing is that yeah, I feel that I'm a victim of the lecturers and the everybody who knows me as somebody who loves to contest and but I feel it's high time that students vote for who they vote.
I love this thing. Let student politics be students' politics.
My friend Carlo always say once you're done with school, leave the school premises. Or even school premises, that thing that made you come back to school, do it and quietly leave. Now we are not we are not just targeting lecturers now. Or maybe
they are not the problem. That is the student.
I feel like students are even the problem because I don't see where somebody will impose a leader to you. Whether you're a lecturer, or whether you're the management of a department or the management of a distance or a senior friend, I put up on my status after this thing, film Angola. Film Angola. Once you're done with school, if you want to participate, you can stand in an advisory. You can just based on advice. Maybe the person, yeah. Don't put your hand, don't come and impose a leader, don't come and do it by force, don't come and no. Stay clear from anything. And let me just tell you the honest truth. I made a tweet one day. Yes, somebody said on X, when somebody I told somebody 40 years, you're still doing student leadership. You're still- What is still happening in national level is still happening in this thing because the leaders of tomorrow you never really,
They are still students.
people of 40, I'm telling you the honest truth. Come to check on to the take of you look at what is happening in our lands. You know, I was a nance official in but I think you see, I feel that Abia State has one of the best nance officials. You see people at the age of 23, 24, 25, go to other states, you see a man of 57 years becoming a nance official.
Mm.
And you see them, go, like all those type of things. Once I start the nuns and some persons reach out to me, Mazi, please help me do this for this. I tell them, okay, do this, do like this, do like this. And I remove my hand.
Mm. It's very important.
It's very, very important.
Very important. Thank you, Mazi. I think we can call it a wrap. Nice having conversation with you. God bless you.
Please vote wisely in the next election.
Very important.